Hello, the voice and visuals of Amber welcomes you once again, this time to Grammar in Action 7. Grammar in Action 7 is going to deal with pronouns, and we'll have a double perspective. Number one, what are pronouns? And number two, what are the roles that pronouns play in a sentence? So first of all, what are pronouns? Pronouns are words which come in place of a noun, and we need them for the twin purposes of avoiding repetition and breaking monotony caused due to the repetition. For instance, I would not like to repeat the naming word, about whom I'm talking, time and time again. I will replace it with a pronoun. And if a pronoun replaces a noun, then obviously the functions of a pronoun are going to be the same as the functions of a noun. If I'm replaced by somebody else as a teacher for these grammar lessons, then my replacement would obviously not start teaching mathematics, but he would do the same thing that I have been doing so far. So the pronouns act as replacements for nouns and therefore perform the same functions as those of a noun. The first function of a noun was to act as the subject of the sentence. A noun acts as the object of an action verb. A noun acts as an object of the preposition, and the fourth and the final function of a noun is to act as a complement of the to be verb. These are the only four possible functions of a noun, so there are only four possible functions of a pronoun as well. So let's see the first function of a pronoun acting as subject of the sentence. And we have various kinds of pronouns, but today we shall deal with the personal pronouns. I, we, you, he, she, it, they. They come in place of naming words. And me, us, you, him, her, it, and them, they too come in place of the naming words. But then the function performed by this set of personal pronouns is different from the role played by this set of personal pronouns. So let's see the first function of the pronoun, which again is the same as the first function of a noun. The first sentence, I, that means the communicator. I'm the speaker, so I obviously won't take my own name. So I am an English textbook writer. So I is the personal pronoun, the first person, and acting as the subject of the sentence. Who is an English textbook writer? So I am an English textbook writer. So first, remember, we have to locate the verb of the sentence. And to find out the subject of the sentence before the verb, we have to ask the question who or what. Second one, please meet Vijay. We are twins. So we again is the pronoun coming in place of the naming word or the proper noun Vijay, and we replaces Vijay and obviously the communicator or the speaker. So please meet Vijay, we are twins. So we is the personal pronoun acting as the subject of the sentence. The second person personal pronoun, you. You are a cheerful person. So again, when I'm talking to somebody, I wouldn't always take or mention his name. I just refer to him with this pronoun you, which comes in place of the name of the listener or the second person. So you are a cheerful person. Are is a to be verb, and you comes before that And who is a cheerful person? You are a cheerful person. So you is the subject of the sentence. Federer is my favorite tennis player. He has won 20 Grand Slam titles. So again, the third person personal pronoun he over here replaces Federer. I don't want to repeat the name of Federer in my second sentence, okay, in continuation. So Federer is my favorite tennis player. So is the to be verb. Who is my favorite tennis player? Federer. So Federer is the subject of the sentence. It's a noun subject, and now I replace the noun subject with the pronoun subject he. So who has won 20 Grand Slam titles? He has won 20 Grand Slam titles, and he replaces Federer. My mother is a homemaker. She is a theatre artist too. So my mother is a homemaker. So mother or my mother is the noun subject group. Who is a homemaker? I'm referring to my mother, and then she replaces mother and acts as the subject of the sentence. She is a theatre artist too. A slight digression, it's about spelling. A-R-T-I-S-T-E, an artist. So an artist with an E at the end means all those artists who are actually performing artists. Okay, which means they stand and they present, alright, themselves or their talent before an audience, live. So a dancer, a singer, they're all performing artists with E. And a painter is not a performing artist, so his paintings are presented in an exhibition. So people look at his paintings. They don't really look at him. So painting, for example, would be an artist without an E. Okay? Harish bought a new camera. And now I want to refer to the camera. So instead of saying the camera cost him, so that will be a repetition, that will be, boring and monotonous. So I replace the naming word or the noun camera with it. So it cost him rupees 30,000. The verb is cost. So what cost him rupees 30,000 or 30,000 rupees? It. So it is the personal pronoun in the third person, acting as the subject of the sentence. My parents are not in town. They have gone to Melbourne. So my parents are not in town. They. So they refers to my parents, and it's a third person plural pronoun replacing the naming word parents in this case. So therefore they is acting as the subject of the sentence. Who have gone to Melbourne? They. Right? Now we shall move on to the next function of a pronoun, and we will be doing this. Okay. So now we move on to the next function of a noun and oblique or a pronoun. Object of the action verb. So again, we first identify or locate the action verb. The teacher praised her a lot. So praise is the verb. Okay, praised who? Her. And her is the personal pronoun acting as the object of the action verb praised and coming in place of a naming word. So Seema wrote a wonderful essay. The teacher praised her a lot. Didn't I help you yesterday? So didn't I help who? So help, didn't help. So didn't help or did help in a negative is the action verb, and help who? You. So you is the personal pronoun acting as the object of the action verb help. Rajesh is an old friend. I met him this morning. So I is the personal pronoun acting as the subject of the sentence, and I, the verb is met. So met is the action verb. I met who? I met him, and this him is coming in place of the naming word or the proper noun Rajesh. So I met him. So him is again the personal pronoun acting as the object of the action verb. He showed me the camera. So he is again a personal pronoun acting as the subject of the sentence. The verb is showed. So he showed who? He showed me. So me is the personal pronoun coming in place of my name, that is the communicator's name. So he showed me the camera. He showed whom? He showed me. So me acting as the object of the action verb showed. I simply loved it. So I again is the subject of the sentence. Loved is the action verb, and I loved what? I loved it. It referring to the camera. So I loved what? I loved it. So it is the personal pronoun acting as the object of the action verb. So in the same way, we can, use the other personal pronouns them. All right. I gave them a piece of my mind. All right. So I gave whom a piece of my mind? Them. That means the students, the children, my sons. Okay. Similarly, her. All right. So I met her after a long, long time. Jyotsna was my classmate in college. I met her after a long time. I met whom? I met her. Now, let us look at the personal pronouns acting as the object of the preposition. Remember, the third function of a noun is to act as the object of the preposition. Every preposition is followed by a naming word or its replacement, that is a pronoun. Okay. Now, Jyotsna was my college mate. I spoke to her today. So here we have two pronouns. I, the personal pronoun acting as the subject of the sentence, and I spoke to. So to is the preposition, and a preposition is always followed by a noun or a pronoun. So I spoke to whom? I spoke to her. So her, therefore, is the personal pronoun acting as the object of the preposition to. Let's have another example. Ramesh is a good writer. This short story has been written by him. So locate the preposition. So here you are. The preposition is by. All right. And every preposition, as I told you, is followed by a noun or a pronoun. So the short story has been written by him. By whom? By him. So him is a personal pronoun referring to Ramesh. I didn't want to repeat the name of Ramesh. All right, so I replace this naming word Ramesh with the personal pronoun him. So this short story has been written by him. So him is a personal pronoun acting as the object of the preposition. And then we come to the fourth and the final function of a noun or a pronoun, and that is to act as a complement of the to be verb. A to be verb is a non-action verb, all right, 8 of them, and they stand alone. They don't accompany any main action word, and then whatever follows the to be verb is called a complement or something that completes the to be verb and makes a sentence. So we'll see the fourth and the final function. Okay. Hi, Mona. It's me. All right. Can you recognize my voice? It's me. Yeah, Amber. So it's me. So you have the personal pronoun me over here, following the to be verb is. It is me. Alright, so hi Mona, it is me. So is the to be verb, and this is the personal pronoun coming in place of the naming word for the speaker or the communicator, and it's a personal pronoun acting as the complement of the to be verb is. Who are you? So again, are is the to be verb. Are is the to be verb. Who are you? So who are you? So you is the personal pronoun acting as the complement of the to be verb. Now let's see the third sentence and the situation. We were waiting for Daniel. And maybe we waited for him for over an hour. And then, after an hour, the doorbell rang. We knew it was Daniel. It was him. So it was him. Now, there was a slight little debate over here. Should it be it was him or it was he? It's he. Okay, we knew it was he. But then that would be too formal. So him is a better and a more appropriate alternative over here. So we knew it was him. That is coming in place of Daniel and acting as the complement of the to be verb was. So a quick recap before we take up the next kind of pronoun. Alright, and with the four functions. Recap, like the noun, the pronoun has only four possible functions, and these functions are to act as the subject of the sentence, to act as the object of the action verb, to act as the object of the preposition, because the preposition will always have an object, and finally to act as a complement or something that completes the to be verb. So that is all for this session, Grammar in Action 7, and I'm sure you're going to subscribe to the voice and visuals of Umber, and I'm equally sure that you're going to hit the like button, and I'm even more confident and very hopeful that you're going to watch these videos and at least acquire something from them. I'm sure they're going to be quite useful and increase my watch minutes in the process. Thank you, God bless, good night, Shubh Ratri, Shabba Khair.